Okay, this is a guide for creating BRSTMs and the whole editing process that goes along with it. I'm also going to include a clip on how to edit your menu and info files to display the song titles of the custom song that you're making. Anyway, before you begin, I'm just going to let you know this works for Gecko, Revolution, however you plan to mod, as long as you're patching files. This particular method has worked pretty well for me for the past 2 years. I've done hundreds of BRSTMs this way. There are some very niche applications, like something extremely dynamic, like an old classical piece or something that is a bit more in depth, which I could help you with if you really needed it, but for the most part this does really well. The only prerequisites: you will need a copy of Brawl. You will need a copy of Audacity, which they're both free and very easy to get. Along with that, you just need whatever MP3 file you want to edit. Like I said, you can do this in Windows, Mac OS X, Linux. Just there's different ways to get Brawlbox working. If you need any help with that, let me know. But anyways, as you see, I'm doing this in Linux right now. I'm just feeling really lazy. And anyway, so we'll start off. Go ahead and open Audacity, and go ahead and go to import and get whatever audio file you need. I was just working with this, so it's in recent files. And you'll see, it'll take a second to load. Alright, the first thing is you'll notice that you need to make this a mono track. So you go here and split the stereo track to mono. You're going to delete one of these, it doesn't matter which one. And in here you can make editing things out. Like, say you want to cut the end off to make it loop better, all you have to do is just double click this and highlight it, press delete. Anyway, so here we have a track. You can listen to it. Anyway, sounds good. So we'll go ahead and start off by highlighting this. You'll go to Effect, go to Compressor, and this is the preset I typically use. It works very well. It may not be the best solution. It's not necessarily the best quality, but it really helps if you use a high quality input file. So try to find the best quality MP3 you can, because you will be compressing it a bit. However, this will give you the volume you need. So anyway, go ahead and copy down these presets, do it yourself. You can pause the video, whatever, and so you'll click OK. There goes that. You can go ahead and listen to it, check for any clipping, but there shouldn't be any because I can't see it visually. Okay, it's fine, so we're going to highlight the whole thing again. You go to Effect, then go to Amplify. Typically the default volume I will amplify something is 4 dB, so I'll go ahead and do that. If the song is particularly quiet, I would recommend around 6. If it's particularly loud, do about 3. So you click Allow Clipping to let you proceed, click OK, and it should just take a few seconds to do the whole amplification. It's already done. I didn't even see the progress bar. Anyway, so once again, listen to it once over. Just make sure nothing clips. Anyway, I find with most electronic music, this you can basically do it without even checking. It's fairly easy to edit that style. But anyway, you'll go to File, you go to Export. I already exported this earlier, but anyway, I'll just write over it. And so by doing this, it's automatically going to convert it to a wave, and so you have your wave file. The next step, no, I don't want to save. The next step, go ahead and open Brawlbox, which I have open right here. You'll go in there, go to File, New, BRSTM Audio Stream, and you will grab your wave file you just created. Now in here at the top there's a loop flag. You can check it to enable the loop on a song if you want it to loop over and over. If you do not want it to loop, just go ahead and uncheck it. But anyway, just keep that checked. This has nothing to do with that. This determines the loop during playback if you want to test the song, which in here you can listen to it. Everything sounds good, so just go ahead and click OK. It should take about 30 seconds max. It depends on what kind of machine you're running. But anyway, you wait for that to finish, and after it's done, you will have your BRSTM. Okay, so it just titled it Citizen because that was the name of the wave title. So you right click it, go to export, and I already have a copy, but I'll write over it again just for example's sake. And so there you go, your BRSTM is made. That's all there is to that. And now the next part is I created a little text file for you. Sorry, I'm an idiot, I can't find it. But anyway, in here it has a list of all the BRSTMs, which are these numbers right here, and what song on what stage it corresponds to. And for this example, we'll be doing this top one. So anyway, if you want to replace this specific song, you're just going to rename your BRSTM to XO4.BRSTM, which you can see I've already done. So anyway, to put it in your hack, what you'll go ahead and do is go wherever, go to your SD card, go to your private folder, go to Wii, App, RSB, PF, Sound, STRM, and so anyway, you'll go ahead and paste that in here. And I'm not actually going to do that, this was just an example. But anyway, you would replace whatever file, or if there wasn't a file in there, it would just paste. And so anyway, that's done. Once that's done, your music will play if you select that particular song. The next step I'm going to show you is how to edit the menu files and info files to have that song show up. So anyway, you'll go ahead and go to your folder, go back to the root of your SD card. I'm just going to use an example one here, so I'm going to use a fresh download of Project M. So let's see, I should have a copy. Yes, this will work. And so anyway, if this was the root of your SD card, you go to private, go to Wii, go to app, RSV, PF, and then you're going to go to info 2. And so these two pack files, they are going to determine the little pop-up that happens in the top left corner of a screen when a match starts. This determines regular matches, this determines training mode. If you don't care about training mode, you don't have to edit this. But anyway, you'll start with info.pack, just open it up in Brawl Box. And so there you are, you're going to go to miscellaneous data 140, and you're just going to scroll down, or you can say if you're searching for Battlefield or Battlefield Melee, say if I want to go to Battlefield Melee, you would just go ahead and go down here and keep pressing B until you find it. See, there's Battlefield version 2, for instance. There's Battle Theme Melee, Battlefield Melee. So hypothetically, if I wanted to change this title to the title of whatever song, say I want to do the song I just edited, I would title it Citizen. And that's it. You would just backspace whatever, and you can name it whatever you want. But anyway, so you're just going to edit that, and you'll go ahead and save your changes, which I'm not going to do. This is just an example, but you save those changes, and then more importantly, what you want to do is, sorry I forgot to do it, but after you save your changes, you want to go to the miscellaneous data 140, right click on it and export it. You'll export it wherever. I already have a copy, as you see, so you have that. Go ahead and open info training.pack. Same thing, you're going to go here, and so you don't have to make the changes again. You just right click, go to replace, and go ahead and select this miscellaneous data 140. And there it is, so you can just save it. And then the very last part, you're going to go back to PF, you'll go to menu 2, and you'll go to menu main.pack. And here it's slightly different, and what this corresponds to is when you go to the My Music menu, this is what determines the titles of the songs. So anyway, in here it's miscellaneous data 7 instead of 140. It's perfectly fine to replace this with 140. It's just going to fill it with the contents. It will not rename it. So you go ahead and do that, you save it, and that will do everything. After you have that done, you will have an example of a BRSTM. You'll hear the music, you will have the menu files edited, so it'll have whatever song title you want to put. You can put whatever you want, and it's tedious to do that to the entire track list, but it's really nice if you do. So anyway, that's about it. If there's any more questions, just ask me, but it's really not that difficult. So anyway, good luck doing it.